Alright lads, so it's that time again for another round of dev comments. Comments from the developers letting us know what they have planned next for Bleach Brave Stars in terms of updates. And in this month's dev comments, we got some new stuff and then we mainly got some repeated stuff that was already mentioned on the Banker Live. But I still think it's worth talking about, and for the most part we cover it every single month anyway, so we might as well talk about it now. So, firstly, let's start off with what they have to say. This is the development team. Our April update version 13.10.0 included changes such as the ability to use 5 times soul tickets in inheritance trials. Very good update. I haven't covered it yet on the channel, but I did talk about it briefly on Twitter. It is a very, very good update. I'm having a lot of fun playing IT. I've already played IT more last night than I have in the last 2 months because it's really, really good. And I'll make a video talking about it maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. You have to wait and see, but I do expect a video dedicated to 5 times IT because I do have some stuff to say about it and what other things need to change now that we have 5 times IT. In addition to that, and they do clarify once more, just as this case last month, it is thanks to your feedback that we decided to make this change. So Caleb letting us know that it's because of us begging for 5 times IT for the last year that they finally got ahead and done it. So if this is basically proof, lads. If you ever want something changed in the game, if you cry enough about it, eventually they're gonna get around to doing it, right? So let's keep complaining about special move sources. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff we complain about, and hopefully most of them get eventually fixed because Caleb have been doing a lot in the last 6 or so months. I talked about it with my friends yesterday. If you actually realize the stuff that's changed in the last 6 or so months, it's almost everything that we wanted to get changed. 5 times IT, 5 times ER. The editing brush situation. So Caleb have been doing quite a bit for the last 6 or so months in terms of these quality life updates, and again, you can't complain about that whatsoever. But continuing on to this month's dev comments, what do they have to say? So number 1, addition of Awakened Training Grounds, a permanent single player quest. As announced already on the Spring Banker Live 2022, we are planning on adding a new quest, the Awakened Training Grounds. This is a permanent quest in which you can get Hokyus. Plus, we are also planning to add orders with rewards such as Brave Soul Summer tickets. So again, a pretty nice event. As it stands right now, we don't know when Brawl Quest will ever return, if it will. It should, not sure when. Maybe they're going to say it for 10th anniversary. That is July 23rd, by the way. But it's nice to see a permanent quest. You know, when it comes to Hogaku farming, the 2 great events for farming Hogakus, Brawl Quest and Transcendent Zone, they're limited events. They don't come back that often. Again, Transcendent Zone is basically gone now, and we don't know when Brawl Quest is going to return. So it's nice to see them adding a permanent event that isn't going to get removed. It's a permanent single-player quest where you can farm Hogakus. And hopefully the drop rate's good. In my opinion, since it's a permanent quest designed for farming Hogakus, I would expect at least a guaranteed Hoku per run. And that's pretty good. Again, if you're ever low, if you're a new player too, you can easily farm this quest and get a bunch of Hokus, which is great because Hokus are an item that shouldn't be rare. With the amount you need to transcend your characters, it makes no sense for them to be rare. And it's nice to see a bunch of quests in the game right now give you Hogakus, and at the same time, if you're maybe short on time and you don't want to fund those other quests like IT, Epic Raids Arena, for example, then you can just focus your time onto this particular quest and get a bunch of Hokus very, very quickly. So, love to see that. And extra bonuses just for doing it to get summon tickets. We take it. We take it. Now, moving on to number 2. This is basically the main point of the video. The changes to Brave Battle rewards. So, let's quickly go over what they have to say here, and then I'll give you my opinion on it. So, we are working on adjusting both the Brave Battle Meta Exchange lineup and also the Brave Battle rankings. Regarding the Meta Exchange, we are considering adding materials that will help strengthen your characters, and as for Brave Battles, in order to make users more inclined to advance through the rankings, we are planning on adjusting the ranking rewards as well as the rankings for each league. Since we are in the planning stages for this, we cannot currently give concrete details, but please await for further announcements. Great news, especially considering that we have a upcoming Brave Battle character, that being Kuryoshiki. It's nice to know that maybe there's going to be a reason that you want to summon for Kuryoshiki outside of just him looking cool, right? In terms of actually playing in Brave Battles, right now, there's almost no reason to push. And we did actually briefly talk about this in the video I posted a couple of days ago, when Brawl Quest basically made pushing in PvP to stay in 3rd seat, mainly to get access to Extreme Comp, invalid, because you don't need to do it anymore, because if you farm Brawl Quest, you have no reason to touch Extreme Comp, especially with no 5 times Extreme Comp, which again, in case you missed that, they did briefly touch upon that, saying that they're thinking about doing it, and in my opinion, at least in the next 3 or so months, we might get more news about that if they do plan to officially add 5 times Extreme Comp into the game, which hopefully they do, because again, it is needed. But right now, when it comes to Brave Battles, especially when it comes to Brave Battle characters like Kuryoshiki, people get disappointed in that because Brave Battles isn't that fun. and they can do a lot with it. They could change the game mode. I would love to see them do that, but at the same time, most importantly, and if they did do that, one of the biggest problems is the lack of reason to play Brave Battles, just kind of like Arena. Arena has more reasons to play it right now, but when it comes to Brave Battles, and they do mention that, in order to make users more inclined to advance through the rankings, we are planning on adjusting the ranking rewards, and they really need to make these rewards good. In my opinion, it's very, very obvious on what they need to do. Add orbs for ranking high. A lot of games, a lot of gacha games out there give you currency for ranking high in their PvP game modes. Now with Brave Battles, I think they can easily do it, especially because Brave Battles, at least in the higher leagues, if you want to stay in certain leagues, you need to spend orbs. If you're in Head Captain, for example, you need to spend like 150 orbs per week to stay in Head Captain. Maybe 100 orbs, sometimes maybe 50, but the point is, you need to spend orbs in these high leagues, and the fact that you don't get orbs back is kind of ridiculous to me. So a very simple solution to get people to push in Brave Battles, like myself. I'm currently in 7th seat because I have no reason to do Brave Battles besides the dailies, and even then sometimes I forget to do them, but if there was orb rewards for ranking high in Brave Battles, I'm playing Brave Battles every day. So it's that simple. I'm really hoping that's what they are adding. Caleb have shown in the past that they're kind of against putting orb rewards for ranking high in Arena, Brave Battles. They removed the ranking events for point events and stuff like that back before Global even came out, so maybe they're not going to do it, but if they do add orb rewards, I am definitely going to be playing Brave Battles a lot. Even having said that, if it's not orb rewards, but it's still something that's worthwhile, I'm, again, might hop back into Brave Battles and push and try to consistently sit in Captain League or Lieutenants, which I still plan to do mainly now because Kuroshiki's coming out. And at least for me, when they do add new Brave Battle characters, I do kind of enjoy playing Brave Battles just for a tad bit, and hopefully that Kuroshiki can, you know, reignite that passion for Brave Battles, at least for me. But let me know what you lads want to see when it comes to this Brave Battle change. What exactly do you want to see when it comes to rewards for ranking high? Again, I feel like there has to be orbs or anything else, I'm not sure, but when it comes to the meta exchanges, they do mention that they're going to add stuff to strengthen your characters. Probably just going to be, I would like Transcendence material, I'm not going to lie. If you could get small and medium scrolls from Brave Battles, that would be great. Because right now, the only way to get small and medium scrolls is from Chronicle quests and the weekly quests. If they want to add some more small and medium scrolls to the exchange shop every month, again, that will give me a reason to actually push and try and rank high in Brave Battles. And I'm really hoping that's the case here. It might just be super link swap potions. I can definitely see them doing that. Maybe link swap potions if they're not already there. But honestly, I'm going to get really excited if they do add small and medium scrolls, because that would be really, really good. As for that, though, that's basically all the news that we really did get from this particular dev comment. They do briefly touch upon modding here, so let's quickly go over that. In regards to many reports that we received from players using mods in Arena, from April 26, we started suspending accounts of players who have engaged in modding activities. We'll continue to take strict action against players who cheat in both Arena and other game modes, and if you spot a player who you think may be using mods, please report them through Contact Us other inquiries. So this is actually the first time, to my knowledge, that Caleb are actively encouraging you to report modders, which is kind of funny. So I'm definitely going to do that. At least for me, the only time I ever seen modders in the game is in Arena. And you know what? I don't support modding, but if you're going to mod co-op and single player content, you do you. You do you. But if you're out here modding Arena, you're a knob. You're an absolute knob. And if I catch you modding, you're getting reported in, and hopefully you get banned, because that's just scummy. Same goes for Guild Quest too. So that's pretty cool, because again, I have run across a few modders in Arena, so if I see you, you're getting screenshotted, and I'm snitching. I'm snitching. And it's pretty cool that they are encouraging you to do this, because right now, as it stands, a lot of people go into the, you know, feedback channels in Discord and just post pictures of people that's modding, and Caleb can't do anything with that, and I believe the moderators say don't post stuff like that, because it's for feedback, not to report modders. So it's nice to have a potential place to now report modders if you see any in game, which is again pretty cool. Anyway though, lads, that was the news for today. This month's dev comments for the month of April, so nothing too massive compared to the months prior, but again, it's still nice to get insight on what they have planned next for Brave Battles, especially considering they are adding a new Brave Battle character. So now I'm more inclined for the most part to summon for Kuryoshiki, because I know if I get him, you know, in a month or two, when they actually finally get around to telling us what this could be, or when they implement it into the game, it's going to be nice that I have my characters ready, and I'm going to make sure that I'm currently in the higher seat, so when this update does drop, I can get whatever rewards are now being offered to me for ranking high. With that said, though, lads, hope you guys did enjoy the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.